Hi, in this video we're going to help you understand which notice to vacate you should be using. Please understand, however, evictions occur under hundreds of different circumstances and not all are handled the same. This video may only put you on the right path towards understanding which notice to vacate makes the best sense for your situation. Exceptions do apply to some of the items I covered in this video, so please be sure to look through the rest of my videos to see if I cover a topic that might apply to your situation. Alright, let's get started. Texas law permits 4 types of notices to vacate: a 3-day notice to vacate, a 10-day, a 30-day, and a notice to vacate by agreement. We're going to spend the next few minutes going over each one of these. Let's begin with the 3-day notice to vacate. Think of the 3-day notice to vacate as your default notice. If I don't address the circumstances surrounding your lease or your landlord-tenant relationship in this or any of my other videos, it's nearly a certainty the 3-day notice to vacate is going to be the one you're going to need to use. The 10-day notice to vacate is used when you're trying to recover attorney's fees. You have to be a licensed attorney to recover attorney's fees, so unless you're a lawyer, there's really no way for you to recover damages for the time you spend working to evict your tenant. If you're going to try evicting your tenant on your own and you aren't an attorney, you just don't need to worry about the 10-day notice to vacate at all. The 30-day notice to vacate applies in only one very specific situation. When you've just purchased a rental property at a foreclosure auction, there was a tenant in that rental property when you made the purchase, and that tenant was current on his old lease at the time you purchased the property. If you regularly purchase properties at foreclosure sales, you may want to use a 30-day notice to vacate in each instance you find the prior owner kept a tenant in your new property. The last thing you want is for that tenant to show up to court with proof he's been paying rent to the prior owner the entire time. That'll get your case dismissed if you've used a 3-day notice to vacate. Okay, let's look at the last type of notice to vacate, the notice to vacate by agreement. This is where you and your tenant have agreed you can use a different waiting period between the time you deliver your notice to vacate and the time you file your eviction lawsuit. Texas law doesn't allow you to eliminate the step of sending a notice to vacate, but Texas law does allow you to shorten or lengthen your notice to vacate's waiting period. If your written lease allows you a one-day notice to vacate, check out my video on this topic. There are a lot of pitfalls with those. Now, what if you and your tenant agree to a longer notice to vacate period? Sorry, you're going to have to wait for that longer period. I've seen this several times over the years. Unfortunately, you should expect the judge to hold you to the written terms of your lease. There's really no getting out of this type of mistake. Depending on your situation, notices to vacate can be a fairly simple step in the eviction process, but the rest of the eviction process can get very complicated very quickly. If you'd like to learn more about the Texas eviction process, check out my website, texasevictionbook.com, to request a complimentary copy of my book, The 10 Biggest Mistakes Texas Landlords Make in Eviction Court. Thanks for watching.